Hello everybody, this is Taff and I'm going to be bringing you the instructions on how to and some information on our latest Together Stronger database on Football Manager. Now obviously we're on Football Manager 2018 now, and I'm glad to say that the first draft of the database is available. And basically this video is going to take you through how to get it, and then going to give you an idea of what it looks like when you do get it. So let's go to the description now. I put a more detailed description last year. It took me bloody ages. The concept of this database is that a multi-billionaire who had no family died and left all of his money to the Welsh FA to revamp the Welsh League. And in that, it was to talk Cardiff, Swansea, Newport, Wrexham, Merthyr and Colwyn Bay into joining the Welsh system. And his money would give the whole system a complete revamp. Now, as you can see, basically the differences we made is that every team had a stadium boost, a facilities boost, and a money boost. So basically, I've got to alter this description somewhat. It's got to say on there at the bottom to make sure that you add players to playable teams. That's very, very key to this, because you start off, all the players have been removed. So any player that was at the teams previously have basically free agents now. So as you can see, there's a new 8-tier system. I've added more leagues to it this time. There is a Community Shield type game to kick the season off. There is a lower league cup competition. So that'll be, I think the 4 top tiers play in the League Cup now, and then the bottom 4 tiers then play in the lower League Cup. A lot like the Johnson's Paint Trophy or the Checker Trade Trophy, as you know. There's now 2 youth categories to accompany a reserves league. So you've got your reserves team, you've got an under-19s team, and an under-18s team. The money has been reduced a lot more as you go down the pyramid as well. I gave teams lower down too much money last time, and that was a bit of a complaint that I had last year. So I've fixed that problem for this one. So this is going to be a much bigger, much better database than what it was last year. Much more enjoyable domestic league as well. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a lurgy at the moment. You have to bear with me. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy. As always, come here to report any bugs or mistakes. Any of you who got the game should have a Steam account, so you can come on here and get it. That's the button you press when you come on here, but I will run you through how to get there in the first place. As always, obviously it took hours and hours of work to put this database together. I think there was something like 8,000 changes I had to make, so it did take me an awful long time. So any of you who appreciate that hard work to create this database, if you're enjoying it that much and you're feeling generous, then our PayPal is here. We're happy to take any donations that'll help our supporters group for Newport County. Anything you can offer would be absolutely fantastic. So here we are. This is the screen. This is what you're looking for. You're looking Together Stronger in brackets WA Alpha Wales 2018 1.0. I'm calling it 1.0 because I've got to fix any mistakes and I've got to resubmit it. It'll then be 1.1, 1.2 and so forth. So when you come to this, when you come through the game, you look for downloads, you will end up coming through the workshop. So league and data updates is basically what you're looking for. And if you browse by most recent, there is the Together Stronger. And it's as easy as that, really. Or if you go back, you can search and there it is. So it's nice and easy to find when you get onto the workshop. For those of you who haven't used the workshop before, I will run you through it shortly because we will be going into the game and we will be looking at the database. But for the meantime, yeah, I will find a way of showing you how to get onto the workshop through the actual game. This is just through Steam itself. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we're into the game, and basically the starting budgets for the Premier League teams is 50 million. For Newport County we've got 52. We've obviously already brought some sort of money in straight away. Transfer budget 31 mil, wage budget 489,405. If you look at the squad, as you can see, there is no Newport County players, but there is Ryan Giggs as a striker, 25-year-old striker. It does auto-fill at the beginning. You have to choose the option to add players to playable teams. You have to. It simply won't work because every team will have 0 players in it. This regenerates an entire new team for you. Yeah, it's imperative that you do that. But to show you how to get to the workshop, so it's on the FM option, downloads. That's where you can buy the in-game editor. But we want to go onto the Steam Workshop. Obviously, for those of you who know about the Celtic and Rangers experiment that we're doing, that's the database for it. As you can see, I had to do a few different Together Strongers because I had to test them. That's another thing that takes a lot of time, is the testing. So download add-ons directly from Steam, which will bring you up to the workshop that we just came to. And as I said, most recent, if you're going to get it today, because it'll be at the top. Or again, type them in there and he'll come up. Nice and easy in it, guys. And then when you're done, obviously when you click on it, you just got to click on the subscribe button, and then it'll download the database for you. And then when you come to starting the game, then it's nice and easy then. So click to return to the game. Let's show you what you're basically getting for. Have a look at what you're actually getting in this database now. So basically, it's your squad. Remember, we said we got 3 tier. Well, we got a reserves league, we got an under-19s league, and an under-18s league. So that's all good. That is. I'm one on here. I like to bring youngsters through. I do like to do things with youngsters. Having 2 tiers of youngsters is a good thing for me. Hopefully it'll be a good thing for you too. Like I say, competitions. No. Unfortunately, with the English teams, you're down as entries for the first season. You're down as an entry for things like the Carabao Cup and the Checker Trade Trophy with your Newport County. At least Carabao Cup will be Cardiff and Swansea too, unfortunately. So right, if I do it this way, so the Welsh Football League Challenge Cup, that is the game at the beginning of the season. Well, there is going to be a fixture scheduled. Welsh Football League Challenge Cup, there will be, because I'm not sure if you noticed there, they said Bala and TNS. They're the 2 teams that will be playing out that fixture for this season. The JD Welsh Cup has everybody in it. Everybody in all the 8 tiers are in the JD Welsh Cup. The Nathaniel MG Cup is effectively the League Cup, so the top 4 tiers are in that one. And then the FAW Trophy is going to be played out between all the teams in the bottom 4 tiers. That's how the competition works. Obviously, the thing with Wales is it is in a position where they are not doing too good in Europe, obviously, so the coefficients are low, so you're not going to get many European qualification places at first, but the teams who are in Europe will hopefully start doing a lot better because they'll have a lot more money, and then that's when the European places will come. Within about 4 or 5 years, you'll notice you got some qualification places, and it's all good. So let's have a look at the actual clubs, because pretty much every club gets the same. So start off with rich finances, a better rep, facilities. So Newport have got Ronnie Parade. It's a 30,000 all-seater. Stadium conditions very good. We've got undersoil heating. Every single stadium has got undersoil heating and LED boards as well. This is great. So great youth coaching, so all the facilities, as you can see, are all up tip top facilities. Grass synthetic mix. Every club has got a Deso pitch, and the pitch condition obviously starts off as perfect. Undersoil heating, I said that, didn't The only thing is, I think, yeah, unfortunately, Swansea is still an affiliate club, where just do that if you're Newport. Anyone else, you shouldn't really have any affiliates. If you've got any lower league affiliates, that's fine. Obviously, it's always good to loan your players out to someone. So, competitions, these are competitions that we're in. JD Welsh Premier League is the third best. It's just leapfrogged the Premier League. It doesn't do that for an awful long time. It does drop down a couple eventually. We've got to give it a good start. So you go your 18 teams in your Premier League. Every single division then has got 16 teams in it until the very last one. If I show you them, the very last one is the Welsh National League Premier. 14 teams in there. Let's just take one of them just to give you an idea. Let's go to Buckley. An idea of the sort of stature we got on them. So they secure a 1-star reputation. Obviously, I think the reputation rating is 2,500 for the very bottom teams. But then, as you'll see, facilities, they've still got 15,000 all-seat stadium. Average training facilities inadequate. So they've got all the tools they need to progress. They've got a little bit of money behind them. As I say, obviously, it's the most important thing. The most important thing, you have to fill the teams with the playable teams have to be filled with players. You have to choose that option at the very beginning, otherwise the database just won't work. So there we go. That's pretty much all you really need to know about this database. It is a lot of fun. It's great, obviously, buying players in and starting it's effectively like starting a brand new team, really. But it's just this. I can tell you now, this database is absolutely great fun. I had a great time on it last year. I know plenty of people who had a great time on it last year, who were enjoying it. A lot of good feedback. The only poor feedback we got was about the money, really. And I think somebody said, can we do it where Cardiff and Swansea still got their existing players? Well, the thing is, the whole point of this is for nature to take its course. Because if everybody starts with exactly the same, then it's anybody's ball game then. So Swansea could become good, Cardiff could become good, Newport could become good, but they might not. You might find that Carmarthen or Cardiff Met Uni are the ones that end up doing good. That's the thing. It's the surprise of it, the unexpectedness. Nobody knows who's going to prevail, which is what makes this that bit more exciting, I think. So there we go. You know how to get it. You know what it's all about. Go and get it, guys, and give it a good go. And if you are enjoying it and you appreciate the work that's gone into making this database, then feel free to leave a cheeky little donation, even if it's 50p or anything up to whatever you want to give. But any little bit of help and any little bit to be appreciated. It's good to know that the work that's gone into this has been appreciated. But even if you leave a good bit of feedback, I'd be happy enough with that. So there you go then, guys. Get the database, have a good go of it, and let us know what you think. Thank you very much. Cheerio for now.